Good evening, West Ham fans. Do not adjust your set. Rusty B is here with a evening news segment. Don't forget, we've got Old School Hammers a bit later on with Budgie and Kieran, 10 o'clock. But according to reports, West Ham have just turned down an offer of £50 million for Lucas Paqueta. There's no one better than our Brazilian man, if he call. According to the report, West Ham were approached by a Saudi Pro League side with an offer of £50 million. However, it was made clear to the mega rich club that West Ham's Premier League status is far more important and far more valuable than £50 million. And it's been made clear behind the scenes that the club is focused on signing players for Nuno rather than selling. And the players that would be sold were, as Holly mentioned today, the likes of maybe 𝗥𝗘𝗝𝗚 𝗥𝗘𝗝𝗚, and we know that obviously Füllkrug is another one who's on the list to be let to leave if we can get a suitable replacement. Now, the report suggests the Saudi Pro League side made the offer worth over £50 million for Lucas, but it was dismissed. The approach was dismissed, insisting they would want double that to consider letting him leave in January. The club fully understands that it remain firmly in a relegation battle, and staying in the Premier League remains their primary goal going into 2026. And allowing one of their star men to leave will not aid their efforts. That was what was relayed back to the Saudi Pro League representative. To allow a player like Paqueta to go, the Hammers have said they would need to spend probably around £75 million to get someone of his same ilk. Hence the need to ask for around 100 million to even consider such a deal. So that's not going to happen, is it? The reason why they've also put that, he was 60 million in the summer. However, it does seem obviously in January it's more tricky to buy players. It really is. And according to the report, they are finding it hard in terms of bringing in the striker they want. And it's far from easy to find someone willing to join, in essence, a relegation battle. Although we've got the best part of a month and a half to push us up the table to then make us seem a bit more excited a club on the move, a club on the up in terms of joining in January. Apparently, a couple of deals have already been scuppered due to West Ham's precarious position. Interesting. However, it does seem that West Ham may have already found a potential star or a potential signing coming into January, and it's someone we've been linked with before. It's the FC Midtjylland striker, Francesco 𝗔𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗥𝗦. Now, 𝗔𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗥𝗦 is a Guinea-Bissau. Is it Guinea-Bissau international? He scored 19 times this season for the Danish side, and apparently London Stadium outfit are desperate for him. A report from the Daily Mirror today claims that the Hammers had an informal approach rejected by the Danish club in the summer, and it states that the 21-year-old remains on West Ham's radar in the winter transfer window, but they face competition for his services. If you want someone who's going to, he's got a knack of scoring goals. Let's be honest, he's scored quite a few in his time for Midtjylland. The report claims that the Danish side are expecting to demand a Danish record fee, which would eclipse what they received for winger Ernst Nwame in 2023, a player we were also linked with. He moved for a package of around £22 million initially, with an extra 4 in potential add-ons. We know that obviously the Danish league is nowhere near the level of the English top division, but he's got a reasonable pedigree. He's come from Benfica Youth Academy. He scored 52 goals and 13 assists in 99 games for the Danish side. As I said, there's going to be plenty of other clubs already interested. He's apparently been quoted as being one of the most promising striking talents in the European game, and it would be a bit of a coup for West Ham to get him, but it may not be what they need right now in terms of being able to hit the ground running. I don't know, but it does seem that there's another name to add to the list. But Lucas Paqueta, he did say this was going to be his last season, kind of translated, not translated, mistranslated. Depends on what side of the coin you look at it. And there's no doubt going to be interested parties. Now all of the court cases have now been all finished now. It's all been dropped. It's all, he's a free man, so to speak. He got a slap on the wrist, but that was it. And only has to pay 10% of the court fees. And You know, I generally think when he will leave, because he will leave some point, I think it will be not to a British club. I think it will be maybe to Saudi Pro League or maybe to the Brazilian League, which is probably the most likely destination, maybe in the summer. But we'll see. But apparently it's going to cost £100 million in January if they want to sell Lucas Paqueta. We'll see about that. Anyway, guys, take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble. Don't forget, Budgie and Kieran, 10 o'clock tonight. And also join me tomorrow in the morning show. We're going to go through my top 10 most underappreciated players, West Ham players in the Premier League era. Much love. Peace out.